Hello, I'm technogeek reviews Rave. Today I'm gonna talk spoiler filled spoilers like I said when I saw Logan filled reaction to Iron Fist. Stay tuned. Let's get the video. For the first half I'm maybe gonna try and non-spoil it. Okay, guys, I'm gonna talk about the show non-spoilers part first, for the first part of the review, so people who want to watch my review that haven't seen the show can grasp their own straws at my view on the show. But I want to start off after like a week ago. I did a video dealing with the controversy of the show. Now the big question that I asked about, I think last week, is Iron Fist actually a bad show? The big question of the day. I'm gonna be honest, without spoiling it for this portion of the review, no, it was not bad at all. It's actually slow, very similar to the other three Netflix series, Daredevil Netflix, Luke Cage Netflix series, and Jessica Jones. It takes its time, mind you. The very first episode of this show, it's much slower than the other three. It literally is an hour long. Well, the first two episodes like an hour and 46 minutes long episode. That's like a long news. I can understand how that would feel slow, but that Netflix series is slow. Characters are well done. Like, there's maybe one episode where the exposition is a little hokey, and yeah, there is a character that you're gonna see it's kind of killed for no reason. They have a point there, but otherwise it's not a bad show at all. A bunch of people put this show up, maybe their least favorite or their most favorite, or on par or below. For me, it's actually pretty close to Daredevil Netflix season 1 for me. It's really good. Because I'm going to tell you how long I binge, well, how many days it took me to binge each show. Okay, first is Daredevil season 1. That took me 3 days to binge it when it came out. You guys know I have it on DVD because I reviewed it. Yes, I did sound like William Shatner. I was a little bit nervous. Jessica Jones took me 4 days. Luke Cage took me 4 days. Daredevil season 2 took me 3 days. And this show took me 2 days. I binge watched it in 2 days. That's how you're getting this review. The series isn't bad at all. I just want to state that there might be some problems. The villain's well done. There are many villains similar to how Luke Cage is, but it ends on a different sour note in a good way. Perfectly setting up for Defenders coming this summer. I think it's the summer. It's a good show. I'd rate it somewhere between an 8 or a 9, somewhere around there, out of 10. Okay, now I'm gonna talk spoilers part of the show. So this is gonna cut out and spoilers. Spoilers part. So now people who didn't see the show have a portion of this show review that they could watch that's non-spoilers. It's a good show. It's kung fu. There's nothing actually stereotypical about it. It is slow. Every Netflix series is slow. The music is well done. The acting is mostly well done. The action is much better than how they said it was. A billion times better. I mean, the way he just takes out him. Spoilers part now. I'm dragging this on a little too long on the non-spoilers part, and this is gonna cut in. Okay. Alright guys, now I'm going to talk spoilers of the show. Get ready. Spoilers of the show. There are Easter eggs and alludes to a lot of the characters in the previous Netflix series. Luke Cage sends Claire Temple, the night nurse, a message, and she's also in this series, which we all us geeks on the interwebs are theorizing that she's gonna be. Sorry if you guys get offended by these words, even though you guys see me swear in other videos. Ghetto Nick Fury. We see callbacks and references also to the Incredible Hulk on how one of his Danny Rand's talking to somebody in the show that got more views than the Incredible Hulk. So Incredible Hulk is packing them views. We see the return of, as I said in my Daredevil Season 1 review, that the Madam Gal is making her recurring return in this series. She does not get killed off. We see also Henry Keachum, which is responsible for, well, Danny Rand's father's death, and technically is responsible for Daredevil being blind. We paused the episode 1 into the ring carefully. Well, Rand in general in the trees, not his father or him. I just want to say it's not even bad. It's decent. There's nothing stereotypical about it. There is a plot twist that White Tigress, she even wears her iconic sort of look, but now with the mask in the series. When she's going into like a fighting ring, she's got to get money because she's broke for her dojo. She's training kids as like Power Rangers for a good system, but she talks about the hand like the hand in this show is talked a little more different than how it is in Daredevil Season 2. It is more filled in. And also, Iron Fist, like, character backstory, the way it's done, because this is a smaller street level series, it's not as, like, filled in, or as the comics, it alludes more to things than it actually says that Danny Rand actually did. But this 13 episode series, depending what type of TV show fan viewer you are, you're either gonna love it or you're gonna hate it, because it's one of those slow series. And Danny Rand has like amazing music he likes that's just like Star-Lord, him, it's 80s tunes. Luke Cage in his series, he likes Wu-Tang Clan. In Iron Fist series, his is on par. When I watch this series, I can tell how Luke Cage and Iron Fist would just become instant bros. For similar but different reasons to how Superman and Batman became instant bros. And Superman and Batman, they became instant bros because their mother's names were the same thing, right? Yeah, a whole funny joke about that. Not funny, I referenced in the review I made. Well, in this show, Iron Fist is a huge fan of Outkast. That was the music he grew up on, because I guess he was a 2000s kid like me. I grew up more on Dre, D12, and Eminem, and 50 Cent. Than him, it's more Outkast. And Luke Cage, it's Wu-Tang. So I could just see, like, in Defenders, when they meet up, they just become instant bros because they like the same genre of music. They both like rap from the 2000s or mid-90s. And yes, some of the criticisms that people have made, the show meets with them head on in like early on episodes, or like around episode 6 or 7, when he meets Hogarth from the Jessica Jones series. And also, Iron Fist is gonna have bad guys he's gonna have to spar off in season 2 if they give him a season 2, because they set up one of his friends that helped him get out of the hand. They called themselves the Good Hand, that was just as bad as any other hand. I'm talking about the organization, not my actual hand in the series. We're in Daredevil, we got the Hand's backstory. In this, we see them as a bigger threat, and I think it perfectly leads into what we're going seeing into the Defenders. Iron Fist kind of reminds me of TV. Imagine the TV show Arrow if there was less filler, and instead of a bow, had an iron fist. And that's basically how I and good taste in music. Do I say the show is bad? No. I know I keep going on that point. I'm not good at improv. I did this with Logan. I'm trying to see if I could do it in. Like the first episode, it gets you in. I've heard some people make it some comparisons where it's more like Moon Knight in this show. But the way this series ends off, I think it perfectly leads in. It's like, the way First Avenger led off, or Thor in Phase 1. And by the way, guys, I think the Hand is gonna be like Loki for the Netflix universe, and Madame Gao is like Thanos for the Netflix universe, for the street level heroes. We also with Claire Temple being a night nurse, Madame Gao points out the flaws, like how each character in every Netflix series kind of has tough luck with their life, each one in different ways, but she blames Claire for it, Claire Temple. And yes, I'm gonna confirm this for you guys. I know you guys might not care. I'm gonna show you a picture of it. I took a lot of pictures mid watching this series. Danny Rand and White Tigers do. Indeed. Yeah. They do it in the show. They do explore superhero, as Frank Miller would call it, exploration of the superhero sexuality. They break down buildings with their passion, how they love people, heroes. And yes, Harold Keechum, the guy who was partners with Danny Rand's father, he is the main bad guy of the series. If you guys didn't know, or already know, and you're still watching spoilers part, you shouldn't. You should only watch the first 3 minutes, but if you haven't finished this series, he dies, his son dies, and his daughter is left set up to be a bad guy, a bad girl. It's decent, it's good, and it's on par with Daredevil Netflix series for me. I don't recommend this show for people who like fast-paced shows, and you're gonna need caffeine, you're gonna need coffee, you're gonna need an energy drink to watch it, because if you don't have a lot of energy and you're trying to watch this show, or like a show like Legion, I know I haven't done a reaction video, I'm gonna maybe wait till like all those episodes are put together, or no, are all out, to do a reaction video for that. I actually really dig that show, and I see the connection. Like, I'm talking about this show, not Legion, but that's also a good show. It's more like a psychological thriller. It's actually pretty good ninja fu, and the action is amazing. And it kind of ends on a different sour note from how Luke Cage, Daredevil Season 1, Daredevil Season 2, Jessica Jones Season 1 did. And Iron Fist didn't really kill the bad guy, but he technically sorta did. Well, not really. The guy hoisted himself by his own platoon, as Bullock would say in Gotham. Bad guys always catch him, okay? They do allude to a lot of the Iron Fist mythos, and some of the outfits he does wear do look like his comic booky outfit that yeah, it's my poster of that is in that background. Thank you for watching, guys. Good show. Go see it. If you like slow paced ninja fu shows, it's like Jack Chan, but don't be racist because he doesn't have to be Asian. White guy kicking ass, okay? Like Arrow. Thanks for watching.